doesn't make sense in this age for you to create a business or start a brand and you're not on social media. Like literally, social media is that space where almost everybody goes to check out on you. Okay guys, welcome to another new video of mine, and on today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can grow a social media account. If you are new to the world of social media, or you're trying to start up your own brand, or maybe you're trying to even start up a social media marketing agency, now this video is for you. So you're going to be learning consistent strategies on how to get even more clients without you working around the clock. So if this sounds interesting to you, click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification button so that you don't miss out on my videos. So social media kind of like give you the leverage for you to show your work, like show what you do from idea to creating process to the final product. Social media gives you that platform to put out these things, and people want to see what your product looks like. They don't have to contact you. They just go to your social media and check it out. That's one of the major reasons why you need to be on social media. Now, the big question will be, why are you on social media? Now, I know one of the primary and more of like the major aim why businesses go on social media is to make sales. Like everybody wants to make sales. So now here is where the challenge comes in. A lot of brands get so consumed with the fact that they want to make sales, and they forget that they need to build an audience, they need to build a community before they can ever think of pitching whatever product they have to the community. So this and more is what we're going to be discussing on this video today, and you're going to understand firsthand how you can build and grow your social media. Okay, so first of all, what are the social media mistakes you should avoid when starting out and growing your social media account? Don't try to be everywhere. A lot of persons fall for this a lot of times because they feel like they want to get into social media. They should create different social media accounts, be on the different social media platforms. Now, one of the things that will happen is that you might run out of ideas quickly. Getting different social media accounts requires you to have different team who will manage this account and manage them effectively. And aside that, you might just end up mixing up content, because content that will work very well for Instagram might not do so much well on TikTok, or might not even do so much well on Facebook, or might need some little tweaking for you to actually use it on Facebook or so. So it's very important you decide which are the most effective social media platform you should start up first. Then later on you can now go into the other ones. So you can decide to say, okay, maybe Facebook and Instagram. You can start Facebook and Instagram. Then as time progresses, you can now go into other platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and the rest. Because you being effective on less social media accounts helps you to be consistent and helps you to give more focus on building up the social media account. Then as time goes on, it will be very easy for you to grow up the new social media account, because you can just move in followers from your old social media account to start following your new social media pages and all that. So I'll use myself as an example. I wanted to build up my social media platforms, and I decided to go on TikTok, go on Facebook, go on Instagram, go on YouTube, go on LinkedIn and all. I got so exhausted. I couldn't even keep up, because I was trying to look for what is the content that would suit Facebook, that would not, that I can use for YouTube and stuff like that. So I ended up producing several contents in a day. And guess what? I wasn't consistent because it was really, really stressful. You get. So what I did was I just decided to focus on YouTube, like focus on YouTube. If I was going to post on Instagram and Facebook or TikTok, maybe just once in a while and all that, but my full attention went on YouTube, because I know if I'm able to build a good community on YouTube, I can easily just say, follow my social media handles. You get my point, and you can easily move the community. It's easier that way, but you trying to get along with all the social media handles, it's really hectic. Like you just be so stressed out, and you will not put quality content. Now, number two is be clear about your target audience. This is one very important aspect you should conclude before you even start creating a social media account. You should understand who are the people you should be targeting and where do they reside. I mean, this is even going to help you choose which social media account you want to start with. So you have to just conclude and be like, okay, my target audience in terms of the product I'm trying to put out, in terms of the brand I'm trying to build, they reside in this space. They can either be on YouTube, they can either be on TikTok, so you start with those brands first of all, because you need them to actually build the community. So this will actually help you factor out what exact social media account you need to start with first. The next one is don't blindly copy the competition. I mean, one of the common things a lot of social media handlers do, one of the common things a lot of brands do is when they're starting up, growing up their social media account, the first thing they do is try to look for competitors and copy them, do what they do because probably they look big and they've built a lot of followership and all that. So you tend to copy them, do a competitors analysis and try to copy everything they are doing and stuff like that. You need to know that there are some stuffs that they are doing that are not right. So you just need to understand how to avoid those stuffs. For instance, you check your competitors page and you see them dancing to TikTok and all that. That might not resonate with you. That might not really work well with you. You need to check to know, okay, if what they're actually doing is right, if what they're actually doing can actually blend with your own brand. So these things are things you should note so that you don't make this mistake. So social media is seen from three aspects. One is organic, second is paid, and the third is earned. So organic is more of like where you post stuff and automatically you start getting engagement. You get likes, you get comments, you get follows, stuff like that. That's organic. You don't need to pay for anything. You literally just post and automatically you start getting results from those posts. Now, the second one is paid. Paid is more of like the sponsored ads you see out there, the promotions you see out there where you had to sponsor target locations and all that for you to get more attention. Now, this is paid. Why the next one is earned? Earned is more of like where people start sharing your post, where people start retweeting your post, where people start tagging other people to your post. That's more of like your end. That's end. So as a social media manager, or if you're new to social media management or you own a brand, you just open your Instagram and your Facebook account. One of the first things you should do, first of all, is have a content calendar. A content calendar is more of like going to help you to understand the different things you need to do about your brand. A content calendar is more of like a back-end preparation about what should go on your brand. It's more of like you having a planning script before you have any post featured on your Facebook or your Instagram account. That's one of the things that helps you to be consistent on managing and growing your social media account. Now, the next thing you need to do after having your content calendar is actually you doing a competitors analysis. Make research on your competitors and see what they are doing, and also see what they are doing wrong so you can be able to avoid them. So if you can actually have a competitors analysis run out to know who are your competitors and also to know what exactly these guys are doing on the online space, it's more of like going to give you an idea of what you should start doing and what you should start doing that they're already doing, but you just need to improve on it. Now, the next thing you should now understand is what works for each platform. For instance, you know, Instagram works best with Reels. Years back, you get good engagement when you post a photo or you post the graphics on Instagram, but currently you get low engagement rate on that. So now the next on my list is for you to be consistent. Consistency is like one of the major things about this whole stuff. And when people say consistency, it doesn't mean for you to post every day. That's literally not what consistency means. Consistency is you having a strategy to say, okay, I'm posting 2-3 times in a week, or I'm posting 5 times in a week. Just be consistent at that. And of course, make use of hashtags. Like, make use of hashtags when you're posting your content. Now, the next on my list is engage with your audience. Now, engaging with your audience is not even about you coming to talk to your audience about your product. Engaging with your audience is about creating values. You need to understand how to create values on the internet space, not making it all seem like you want to sell a product and everybody should come and buy your product. Whenever people start sensing that all you're geared towards is just to sell your product and sell your product, that is all you want to do, most times they don't engage. So try as much as possible to educate people about what you do. Let's say, for instance, I sell hair. I sell human hair. One of the things I'm going to do is not just posting, come and buy my hair, come and buy my hair. No, I'm going to educate people about hair, so such that people who already have hairs can learn how to maintain their hairs. So content like how to revamp your hair, how to keep your hair neat, how to prevent your hair from getting rumpled, best oils to use for your hair, how to wear your hair, best outfits to match with different kind of hair. These are educational content that is really going to help your audience understand that you know hair more. So whenever you now sample one of your products, which is hairs, because you put a lot of value in the community, because you created a lot of content that speaks to the audience that you know a lot about hair, they're really going to see you as the best person to buy hair from, because they've already gotten tips from you on how to prevent hair, how to use the hair. So they believe that you sell the best of product and you're reliable. So in that space, you've built what's called trust. Now, the next part is kind of like my favorite. Quantity over quality. A lot of times people feel like I just need to keep up with the date. I just need to keep up with the date I need to post. I originally said I'm going to be posting 4 times in a week. It's 1 week now. I've not posted. Let me just post something and all that. That drives you into the aspect where you now start looking at quantity over quality. It's very important you understand that it's better you post quality content and you post less of it than you post quantity content and you just post a lot of it. Now, why this is very important is because When your audience look at your page, they are looking at how good you are. They are looking at how credible you are. They are looking at what the quality of your product is like. So it's very important whenever you're putting out any content there, have these considerations, have this system of which you can actually put this content and understand that people see these things, and when they see it, they see the brand. So you need to have a pattern to provide quality content. So when I say quality content, for instance, if it has to do with the video, have a system of which your video quality looks very nice and also your audio quality looks good. These are things audience are going to look out for to either think if they should come closer. So the very last thing you need to understand is keeping up with trends. Trends are very, very important. You need to understand what's working on the internet. You need to understand what's current on the internet. So these things are going to help you to understand the kind of content you should be creating. These things are going to help you to understand if you should re-strategize your content calendar or if you should tweak your strategies and stuff like that. Checking out for other brands, looking out for other people on the internet space, understanding what exactly these people are doing currently, what works currently. It's very important. It's more of like one of the most important things you need to focus on, because you cannot be creating content using the same system and pattern of 2 years ago and you're thinking you want to get engagement of now. Social media gets evolved often, and it's very important you understand the state of social media so you can be able to know how to get your content out there to your audience. So all these are strategies you need to put in place for you to get your brand standing out on the digital space. So guys, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the bell button so you get notified when I drop a video.